Welcome back. I've been walking around the market, a very English market, and I found some fantastic English produce, but I've been inspired to do something Italian. I bought these amazing heritage tomatoes. I've got these fantastic English sausages, but mixed with Chianti wine and shallots. And I've picked up this polenta, and it's actually Bramata polenta, and it's white. So we're going to make some white polenta, which is basically just cracked white corn, and it takes quite a long time to cook. So I'm going to put that on first. I've got some boiling water already, and you've got to pour it in slowly because you're never quite sure how it's going to thicken. Both hands, whisking and stirring and pouring. What we're going to end up with is a wonderful, slightly textured polenta. And this actually takes about 40 minutes to cook out, but it does give me the opportunity to get everything else just right. Now, that is pretty much what I'm looking for. Lovely. Now, one of the tricks to knowing when polenta's ready and it's got to the right consistency is that it becomes lava-like. Now's the time when you turn your polenta down and you stop stirring it so vigorously and just let it plop along. So while that's cooking, I'm going to need to start to make this Chianti sausage sauce. So the great thing about sausages is that not only can you use them as sausages, but you can also pull the stuffing out and use them for meatballs, etc. Now, I've got a red board that I want to put my sausages onto, and the trick is, literally, out of the skins, just pop little portions. And I'm sure you've seen this 100 times before, but it works beautifully. They don't have to be particularly any shape. I'm not going to make it too complicated. I've got amazing tomatoes. I'm not going to put any garlic in this because I've got shallots inside these meatballs. Beautiful. That's more than enough. So it's the fat that you can see inside this sausage meat that I'm relying on to give me the lubrication in this dish. I don't really want to put too much oil into this pan, otherwise it's going to get really fatty. So let's just get a good coloration on these meatballs before we add anything else. And what I need to do is start chopping these tomatoes up to get them to the same sort of size as these meatballs. Right. I'm going to break into the monster. I'm a bit sad to have to cut it up, really, but it needs to be used. It's so meaty. It's just literally all flesh. I also want to add some colour to this dish. So I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow tomato and get some different types of effects. And I've got a green tomato, which I'm also going to put in. I'll put half of that. I mean, look at this. Fantastic. Get these tomatoes in. And I don't want to cook this for too long, but I want to do this for about 5 minutes. So I want the juice from the tomatoes to come out, and then we're going to be ready. And one of the best ways to bring the juice out of tomatoes early is salt. And salt also brings the sweetness out of tomatoes. I'm also going to season my polenta now, and I'll put a little bit of pepper in here too. But I won't put any pepper into the polenta because I want to keep this polenta as white as possible. I don't want too many black streaks of pepper through it. So, you can see the liquid already starting to break out of these tomatoes. Now, a couple of little tricks. Get some butter into it. Delicious English butter. I also want to add a little bit of Parmesan at this stage. Get the cheese blended into that sauce. So if I turn that down, I'll just let that tick over slightly. Now, you can taste polenta. If on the tongue that it's smooth, then it's cooked. But this is definitely cooked. So actually, our dish is ready. So the trick to serving wet polenta, take it with the tip of the spoon and onto the plate. This sauce, let's get this onto the plate. A little bit of Parmesan. Okay, wet polenta, Chianti sausage, English tomatoes. Can't get any more Mediterranean.
That is beautiful. The tomatoes are just stunning. I like it. Very nice.
It was really good.
I'll take him back to Australia.
I come from Veneto, and my area. We cook always polenta, and it's very, very good. It's very similar to ours.
An authentic taste of the Mediterranean at the marketplace, sun shining, and I think that dish was a real winner.